Greetings everyone, this is Liminality Carb, and we are back with more East-Origin Yunica's Route. Last time, we took on a giant centipede monster, and it is time for us to continue disobeying orders and continue exploring more of the tower rather than returning back. And as we do, of course, bunny hopping, because no reason, I just like doing it. But we are now at the flooded prison. This will be our next, let's say, biome-esque area for a little bit now. And we have these new enemies, these worms. Those bits of slime hurt if they land on you, but afterwards they just are slime like from the previous boss. As you run around it, it is a little bit slippery. But we next want to head over this way, and I keep on forgetting that you can do that. Yeah, don't forget your wind magic. It is very important. Now, I know normally I would go away from the passageway that looks like it's correct, but this time we'll end up just looping back anyway after this. Just need to make sure that we take care of everything because, as always, East game. You want all the experience you can get when it's easy to get it. But as you can see here, the main gimmick of this area is going to be water. Hence why it's called the flooded prison. Right now it's not too bad, but eventually it'll be too deep for Yunica to actually breathe, and we will have an air meter. But we will get to that once we get to it. For now, oh god! Like I said, it's slime. It pushes, it makes a slide, and because I had a little bit of pushback, the slime just made Yunica fly backwards. But that chest there is the entire reason we came this way. Ow! Also, yeah, the slime hurts. That was 22 damage. That was a fifth of my life. Also, this switch, we can't really see it, but it raised the platform near the water. However, this is a very important item. This is the silver bracelet. Surge power burst forth from the artifact. Yunica is now able to dash. So, normally, you could have it whereas you configure either dash is always on, or whereas you actually have to basically double tap to dash. I have it set so that it is always on because there's no reason not to have it on. But with that, we're actually able to get to that platform and get up just in time before it starts going down. And, well, I took him out, got the experience, but didn't get any of the SP for it. There we go. Okay, you guys really hurt. I hope you guys know this. Alright, you know what? Before we head up that correct path, I'm going to go down here and get healed. See you guys in just a bit. Okay, and we're back. I just wanted to get that heal because as you saw, yeah, things are hitting me for a bit. I can only really afford to take 5 hits. Alright. No, you guys are not going to gang up on me. Spin to win is very nice for those situations. I honestly really appreciate it. And also, do make sure you go back for your bits of SP. And I think these are the slime enemies that start actually splitting as... Yep, as I kill them, they start splitting. Or at least I think they do. It sounds like it when they die, at least, because I kill one and then it sounds like a second one dies. And that level up means I didn't need to actually go and get that heal, but better safe than sorry. Alright, so that switch over there is going to lower this platform. You actually can just barely make it without the dash ability, but honestly, why wouldn't you go get the dash ability? It makes you run faster. And even with it, you just barely make it anyway. You just get a little bit more leeway for making it. Ah! Oh, yeah, that bar above my head. That's Eunice's breath meter. If it goes down, Eunice dies. Alright, now let's get back up there without falling this time. Ah, and all of our SP went away. And these lovely little poison flamethrower guys. Nope, I got poisoned. So, poison, you just constantly take damage. It, on its own, can't kill you, but I don't know of a way to cure it other than going to a goddess statue. So it's basically a thing of you are going to lose that amount of HP over time. So your effective HP is lower. But we've now acquired our next bit of armor, some ring mail, which we are going to equip immediately, because even though it's not leveled up, it's still 7 more defense. And try to deal with the... okay. Maybe don't just go all in on them. Try to make sure you stay behind them instead, so that you don't get hit by their poison spray. And pray that you find some good herbs from them. Which, no such luck from that one, but we're only 3 down from that previous poison. However, yeah, they're just going to start showing up everywhere. Get used to them. I think later on there will be ones that actually do different status effects as well. Level up also actually might cure it now that I think of it. Also, shrimp! Weird shrimp-like things that are real fast. I'm just killing them because I don't want to have to come back down this way. Can you come down? Nope. He's not going to come down unless I knock him down. Which means I'm actually probably coming back down this way regardless of what I was saying. Unless I... Okay, that doesn't... That's not what I was trying to say, unless I... Trying to say, unless I can manage to somehow keep him up here, which... There we go. Stay. I don't care enough about that one little bit of SP because I don't want to loop back again. Now, those shrimps are a pain. They are in deep water, so you kind of need to get them over to here if you want to be able to kill them. It is unfortunate, but again, I mean, you don't actually have to kill these guys. I'm just doing it because I want the experience. Though, do be careful because, man, I can only take one more hit. No, no, no. Ah, you got away from me. Well, I guess I'll meet you all back here in a second. Okay, we're back, and I have gotten my revenge on the shrimp that were down there. Also, well, okay, you don't actually have to do the spinny attack to get over here. But this... Okay, don't want to deal with you yet. I do not actually remember which direction is the way I want to go. Well, looks like I'm dealing with one of you. These guys are a pain. They really hurt. I am being overly cautious because of how much they... I forgot boost mode exists. There you go. That's how much it hurts. 12 with boost mode. And then they stop taking damage, basically, while they power up even more once you get them low enough. They are a pain. Please let up here be a... Well, this is what I want. Alright, I gotta be careful with this guy, though. We're doing a lot of hit and run on this guy because I can't afford to get hit. Okay, good. Ooh. Man, boost mode, I should really be using more liberal use of it, I guess. It came up fast. But, yeah, we kind of needed this for that heal. Which means now we're going back the other way. Now that I am fully healed and have a better checkpoint. Ugh. And now I can be a little bit less paranoid around these guys. As you see, honestly, you can also just constantly jump attack them and not get hit, as long as, you know, you aren't being overly paranoid like I was. And, of course, I got poisoned immediately. Yeah, I am bad at those guys. They are admittedly the main reason why I suggested get the status effect boosts. Because you want, if you get poisoned, you want to last as little time as possible. How did that not hit me? Whatever, we got a level. Alright, what is over this way? I now am not actually sure which is the correct way anymore because it has been too long since I last tried to look this place up. Because now both directions feel like the right and wrong way at the same time. Well, if I have to backtrack, I have to backtrack. Oh, button. Ooh, I want that. That's chest. But to get it, I need to not fail at jumping as much as I was. I don't know why I was having such a hard time jumping. You leaped at me and then knocked me out of the way. For that, you get death. Didn't even give me a heal. Okay, that one hit me for 37. But in here, we get ourselves our second emerald. Which means Whirlwind is even stronger now. Even more, spin to win. Which, of course, also is making me think even more so, maybe I should have gone the other way. Because now I'm wondering if there was just another dead end that I forgot about. You know what? After I deal with this room, if it leads into another one like it looks like it's going to, I'm going to double back. Okay, this is going up to another room. Oh, I think I know what the other direction is now. Okay. Okay, I'm remembering what the other direction is now, I think. So we actually will continue this way for a second, because if I am remembering correctly, this... I can't remember if it's this way or the other way. One of them is going to have a dead end for me. I think it's... Yep, this one has our dead end. Because, we do not have enough air to live through that. So we need to now backtrack to that save statue because it is going to have basically our next progression, a progression item, I should say. Congrats, this game has become, I can't really say Metroidvania because you don't go backwards, but you do get stopped by, oh, you need this item to proceed. Anyway, I'll meet you all back at that save statue as I also kill everything and get some levels. Or at least another level. What the heck? That trip just went back to... That trip went to space! What? Alright, and we've made it to the save point. On our way here, ended up gaining 2 levels and strengthened our armor. Now, it's time for this area. Well, well. If it isn't the little axe girl. Ah, it's you. If you're here, then I guess you managed to take down the demon I summoned. Hey, wait a sec. Does that mean you beat Velagundr? Velagundr too? I had to just be slow with reading it. What's a Velagundr? You mean that giant red creature? Yeah, it gave me some trouble, but I managed. Huh. I guess Kishko was right about you after all. You do pretty good for a dumb hick. Would you please stop calling me that? My name is... Whoa now. I've forgotten your name already. And unless I think you're worthy of my time, I don't give a picker's ass what it is. Save the introductions for after our fight. If you somehow manage to beat me, then you can tell me who you are. Not that that's likely to happen, of course. Maybe those ugly-ass clothes will look better once I open you up and hang you on the wall. Alright, and now it's time to fight Epona. Despite the fact that she was named Mean-Spirited Girl, or just Spirited Girl, I forget what. She's a trident user, she will dash at us a lot, and jump around. Oh, and she has projectiles. I do not know what her patterns are, so I may end up dying at least once. I say at least because, yeah, let's be honest. As we learned from the first boss of this game, if I don't learn the pattern, it's going to take me a lot of tries. Oh, and she puts up a shield on occasion. Do be wary of her dashes, because as you see, she leaves a trail that can still damage you after she's finished with her dash. So, don't get too greedy, but do go in for strikes when you can. Holy crud, we got it first try. I'm glad I got those 2 levels. Ugh, shit. Must have let my guard down. Not bad, though. Not great, but not bad. Is she talking about me or her? Alright, I guess a promise is a promise. What's your name, girlie? Huh? Your name! You do have a name, right? I hate cluttering up my brain with useless knowledge, but I think you've earned a spot in it. Just a small one, though. It's Yunica. Yunica Tova. Yunica, huh? That's a weird name. I'm Epona, one of the foremost warriors of my people. See, that's the thing. I really want to know who your people are, and why you're after Lady Rhea and Lady Fina. Lady who now? I hate multi-part questions. I never feel like answering them. You should learn to ask one thing at a time. But hey, I'll throw you a bone. Me and my companions, we're not from East. What? Ah, crap. I gotta go. Zava gave me orders, and if she sees me wasting all my time here with you, she'll have my head. Technically, I'm supposed to kill you, but, well, I tried and I failed, so I guess I'll let you off with warning this time. Don't worry, though. I'm sure we'll cross paths again. See you later, Yunica. Hey, wait! Sorry for the voice cracks there. Not from East. I'm not sure what to make of that, but I don't think it's good news for us. Well, time to continue onwards. And remember, we're still supposed to have gone back to base camp to wait for everyone, but nope. Instead, we now have the Water Dragon Scales. What's this? Looks like a bunch of fish scales, but it feels kind of funny when I'm holding it. Like my body's breathing more deeply or something. But I guess with all the water around here, that could come in really handy. Huh? What's going on? Oh! Whew, it's just the Leela shell. Yunica took out her Leela shell and put it up to her ear. Remember, this is basically a cell phone. Yunica, can you hear me? Loud and clear. Is something wrong? Quite the opposite, actually. Commander Galleon and the sorcerers have arrived safely in the tower. Oh, thank goodness. It seems that's just about everyone now. Whenever you get the chance, please return to base so that we can discuss how to proceed. Oh, sure. Should I just use the crystal to warp back? If you would, yes. See you soon. Nisa put away the Leela shell. I guess I don't really need to read those narrations, do I? Not all the time, at least. If the commander made it, I'm sure Cecilia must be here too. This should be an interesting meeting. There'll definitely be plenty to discuss. And with that, we are force teleported. But I think before we check on in, we're going to actually end this episode here. Next time, we'll report back on all of our recon and see how to proceed next. In all honesty, it's going to be through that flooded passage that we couldn't breathe because we now have the water dragon scales. Anyway, as always, thank you all very much for watching, and take care.